Hello there, welcome back. Now today I'm going to revisit a game I only played fleetingly on my worst sequels video, which I will link in the description box below. I'm going to go a bit more in depth onto Ye Ao Kung Fu 2. The reason being, the first game was one of my favourite games on the Spectrum, one of my favourite sort of fighting games. It was a little bit easy, but I really enjoyed it. And the first Ye Ao Kung Fu game came out in 1985. It was a crash smash in February of 1986. Sinclair user gave it an average sort of 3 out of 5, and your Sinclair gave it 8 out of 10, and it was really well regarded, and it was a good laugh to play. And the following year, as is the norm, Imagine decided to cash in on the success of Ye Ao Kung Fu, and they produced Ye Ao Kung Fu 2, which wasn't based on an arcade game. It was based on an MSX game, I do believe. So it was never released in the arcade. Now, where the first game was really good fun, the second one is anything but, hence why it appeared in my worst sequels video. Now, this game is a pile of shit. It's absolutely abysmal. Let's start with the controls. As you can see, you can't see, but I always play, because I'm using a laptop, I always play using the keyboard. And the keys for this are non-user definable, so you're stuck with this choice. And the keys for up and down are U and M, left and right are H and K, and fire is L. So just try that for a second. If you've got your computer in front of you, if you're not watching this video on your phone, etc., just try that combination and see how stupid it is, basically. Now, there is some gumph plot about it's 20 years after Ye Ao Kung Fu 2, and you are Oolong's son, and you've got to, go and gain revenge or kill whoever, etc. Now, this game, all I'm doing is walking up to the opponent, and I am just hammering L, the fire button. And as you can see, that is more or less a winning tactic, and that's all you really need to do to progress in this game. Now, don't worry about the energy meter on the right going down. That's my energy meter, because I win this fight, as I win most of the ones that I sort of play in this game. There's absolutely not anything really about this game to recommend. In between each fight, you get this sort of like scrolly bit where you've got to walk to the next opponent, etc. And these things that are flying your way are supposed to be flying midgets. And if you manage to defeat each single one of them before you get to your next opponent, you get some kind of power up. But to be honest, I've never needed the power up, because I just end up at the next opponent. I walk up to him or her and I hammer L until my finger gets numb and he falls down, collapses in a heap. Now, the graphics on this are abysmal. The animation's awful. The sound is practically non-existent. There is some sound, but it's just sort of spot effects, really. And it's just woeful. A woeful game. Now, a couple of videos back I covered Pit Fighter, just to show you how crap the Spectrum version of that was. But at least that had one or two good things going for it, in the form of the music and some of the animation on the title screen, etc. Ye Ao Kung Fu 2 has got neither of those things. So if I was to put the two games side by side and say which is the worst of the fighting games I've encountered between the two, I would say it would be this one. I wouldn't say it's the worst fighting game at all that I've covered. That's probably going to have to go to Oriental Hero from Firebird, which is a few videos back, and I'm sort of like making myself shudder just by remembering that inverted commas game. But Ye Ao Kung Fu 2 is, put it this way, this was nearly £8 when it was released for retail. Now, if back in the day you were 12, 13, 14-year-old and you were looking forward to your birthday or Christmas, and you were told you were getting a game, and you eagerly unwrapped your present on the morning, and you found out you had Ye Kung Fu 2, and you loaded it up and you started playing it and you saw this, you'd think your parents hated you or your relatives hated you, and you would imagine them sort of sniggering away at you behind your back as the tears streamed down your face that you'd got this and not something like Commando or any other sort of fantastic game that was out on the Spectrum. Now, I'm really going to have to get back to doing some classic Spectrum games. I've had some people that are now on YouTube like requesting that I cover games, etc., and I will get round to them. Similarly, I have an apology to make in that I had a series of where I was doing a read through chapter by chapter of the Dark Wheel novella that came with the big box version, the gold edition version of Elite way back in the day, and I did the first chapter and then I completely forgot about it. It turns out that several people actually want that to continue, so that will continue. Now, what you've just seen there, the borders turn blue. Every now and then you'll see some kind of, they're supposed to be bowls of noodles fall down from the sky, and if you jump up and catch them, it gives you kind of like an invincibility, and that makes the border turn blue, and you know, for a set period of time you are impervious to any kind of attack. But to be honest, the times that I've played it, I've never needed the bloody thing. I only got it on that occasion just to show you that it exists. But yeah, it's just a one move can defeat more or less every opponent. I'm not sure how much further into the game you have to go, how many opponents there are, etc. And to be honest, once I got this far into playing it, I didn't really care, because it's abysmal. Yeah, it's a word I've been using a lot lately. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover, I do enjoy this interaction through YouTube, etc. Please let me know, okay? Similarly, if you've enjoyed the video, even if it's a shit video using only Windows Movie Maker, I can't use any of that newfangled stuff, but you still enjoyed it, please let me know, leave me a like, etc. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do so. As ever, it's been great fun presenting some of these things to you. I hope you are having a great evening. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.